Shalom. Oh, wait. Child. Oh, y'all in my business. Get out of my business. Get out of my business. Oh, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. It's not bedroom candy. It's a Pivo, but I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't want to advertise it. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How are we doing? Eh? How are we doing? Hey, Star Fam. How are we doing? I hope oh my gosh, I just remembered there's 2 shows that I have to watch. 4. How are you guys? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever, and it's only been Friday? Hope you all had a wonderful, blessed weekend. I hope you all went out and purchased your folding chairs. We cannot talk about that today, but we will be talking about that at some point this week. Ciao. Oh, did I spray already? I don't know if I did. I always forget to do it. That's why I have it right here next to me. Oh, let me mix it up. Ooh, I like it. I like that mixture. Hey, y'all. My neighbors think I'm crazy. Come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Hey, Spency, come on in the room. Whoa, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. I said we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on. How we doing? Telling you, Mercury is in micro braids. You couldn't write that. You could not write that. What's up, Blue Jay? Blue Jay said, hello, Nikki.Star and family. I hope all is well and that you had a good, peaceful, or productive Monday. If not, I hope you eventually will. I will. What's up, Black Lavender? Yes, let them know. Black Lavender said, please like, comment, and subscribe, everyone. Thank you. Your likes really help your sis thrive in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Connie. Black Lavender also said, Marlo says she hasn't had intercourse with her man yet, but the way she was smiling, I'm sure she done made the bed slide with him a few times. I don't know why Marlo always tries to act like a prude. Like we have not been watching her just be reckless on TV for years. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's because she's taking care of the boys and she wants them to have a different image. But what you put on TV, especially in the social media day and age, does not go away. What's up, Tia Pia? Hey, Alicia. Hey, Teresa. It's your birthday in 5 hours. OMG, let's do an early birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Teresa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my love. I hope it's a great one. It will be. It will be a great one. It will be a great one. Happy birthday, Queen. Hey, love like you are. Hey, she hearts you to be. What's up? What's up? That's right. You are blessed and highly favored. Hey, Alana. How are you? Drewski said, 50 Cent in one episode, producing the hell out of a storyline and proving exactly why she's an OG. I know that's right. Yeah, she was missed. But this cast, I don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to stop talking about it. It is what it is. If this is what they're going to give us, all right. Alana said, getting this workout done while waiting. Might as well be entertained while busting a sweat. I know that's right. Yes, please hit that like button. Blue Jay said, who have seen Barbie or Oppenheimer? Have y'all seen both? Does the phenomenon Barbieheimer make sense? I want to see both back to back, but deciding which I should see in the theater. Here is why I won't tell you what to do. I will say the reason why the strike was held up the SAG-AFTRA strike was held up was because the studios wanted to promote both of their movies because they knew we were going into a strike, and this is probably going to be those are probably going to be one of the last two heavily promoted movies in the theater, and probably the last big movies in the theater for a while. So get it in while you can. What's up, So Steph? How are you? Because even if the even if the strike stops today, there's still been so much time lost. So much time lost, like a lot. That's why stuff is being pushed back to 2026, because it takes a long time to make a movie and a TV show. Hey, Shaniko said, night all, night, Nikki. Love from St. Kitts. I know that's right. Hey, Caroline. NTR said, I'm rewatching that live now. Which live? Which live are you watching? Hey, Sarah. Hey, Sean. Hey, a piece of pie. I said Shonda, not Siri. Bye, Siri. Bye. I said bye. Go away. Ciao. Shonda said, thanks everyone for joining a NikkiStar Live. Please like and subscribe for more great content. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pretty Kitty said, hey, Nikki and Star fam, so happy to be catching it live. So happy to have you here. What's up, Vodka? I knew you'd be here. Spitty said, hey, Star family, I've been watching the Montgomery Brawl all day and waiting for the Leprechaun to get sentenced. Can I tell you, you can't see it now because I was like, but you could probably see it. I have had no sleep because I've been up watching all of those freaking videos. The Black community don't take nothing serious. Alicia said, we're doing better than... My mom said that lady's head is going to be ringing forever. She was like, she got a forever headache. My God, today. Fade in the water. This is the thing, because there's like nothing happening in entertainment, I feel like everybody's just eating this up. Hey, Tracy, the NikkiStar TV General said, Star family, please like, comment, subscribe, and share because you care, and hit that notification. I know that's right. Come on in the room. Hey, TT. Hey, Erica. Like, we're going to be eating off of that brawl for months to come. Hey, Tiny. 1-the-mill 87 said Alabama strong. You're a mess. They were waiting in the water while they threw them both. Hey, Dr. M. Dr. M said, hey, Nikki, I thought I was late. I was here chatting with my dad for a long time. No, you're right on time. Hey, TJ. Dahlia said, Nikki, have you ever thought about doing an 80s style natural cut? I think it will work real cute on you. What's 80s style? Send me a pic. Hey, Jalen. So you know, Dr. M, that I wait to assess the reunion looks because the pictures, I feel like they edit those pictures and they never look like what we actually see on TV, right? Because the camera lens and Photoshop is very different than HD cameras that the reunion will be filming in. So I'm gonna wait. Right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I hate everything. Everybody looked a mess, but I'm going to wait because the pictures were one way and it could look different on camera. So I'm going to wait. But as of right now, it's a no for me. But on the first episode of the reunion, we'll talk about the looks. Simply Simone said, thank God my Wi-Fi is back after the rain. Made it here in time. Yeah, my family was like, it was a crazy thunderstorm yesterday and today, and the weather has been crazy. Oh, you're so welcome. You deserve it. You're a Star fam member. You know, we love up on each other like that. So Steph said, Marlo doesn't come across as someone that is sensual or sexy. Coochie dries us the hair right. You know what, So Steph, I disagree. I think she does all that. Oh, yeah, that's so nasty because she's the total opposite. She is a total opposite. Oh, because it's wash day. It's been wash day for like 4 days, but this is it. Like, I have to wash it because I have a show this week and I got to do something to it. Shonda said, please like the video and subscribe to get NikkiStar TV to 16K subscribers. We are actually working on that. Like, I never work on that, but now I'm like, I got time here, so let's do it. I want to get to 16K by the end of the month. I feel like we can do it if we put our minds to it. So let's share, let's do what we can. to get this channel to 16K by the end of August. I think we could do it. 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 What's up, Greta? Sarah said, I love Barbie. Cried like a baby multiple times. Oh, it's like that? I may have to check it out. Kayla said, hi, everyone. I need this stress relief. My housing search has been about to find a man to shack up with because how is Earth this expensive? Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Yeah, so Seth. Yep. Learned that yesterday. What that location was. Crazy. Simply Simone said the turnaround time on content has been crazy. There's already merch. I've seen like advertisement for 3 t-shirts at this time. And like my friends keep on sending them to me. And I'm like, guys, I'm not getting this. But I feel like I'm going to have to get one of those shirts because I feel like this is going to become a holiday. Insane. Somebody was like, oh, we got an August-10th. A mess. Hey, April. April said, hi, everyone. It's been a while, but I'm here. Thank you for being here. Miss T said, I made it. Happy day. Thank you for being here, Miss T. What's up, Tony? How are you? Yes, make sure you smash that like. Thank you, Tony, for all your support. Tracy says she's seen Oppenheimer. What did you think, Tracy? Everybody's loving Barbie. I might have to check that out. While we are waiting for some more people to come in the room, we're going to get started because Mama got rehearsal. Okay. I wish I could hang out here all night, but I can't. Mama got to learn them lines. Let's start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am so happy that Sanya, in this episode, Sanya and her sister seem like they're getting to a healthy place because when we met, hold on, let me get her pic. Ciao. I know I have her pic here. Who is this? I don't have Sanya? Oh, here she is. I'm like, I always forget about Sanya. That's shady. Anyway, so with Sanya, her and her sister are making a turn this episode for the good. And it's been a struggle because for the time that she has been on our screens, her and her sister's relationship has really, really struggled, especially since her sister's husband quit from being Sanya's assistant. And now, that caused some additional strife with Sanya and her sister. So I'm happy that they are finally at a place where they seem like, they'll be good. This is the thing. I don't think they have a bad relationship. I think they have a great relationship. And I think it was a lot greater before they got on this show. And their relationship always concerned me because reality TV, if you're not prepared for what comes with it, will tear your family apart. We have seen it every season of every reality TV show that we have watched, especially these housewife shows, right? So I was very nervous, but it seems as if they are making a turn for the good. And I am extremely happy about that because the last thing that we want to see is another family fall apart, especially on this season. Ciao. When I saw that trailer, I'm like, I'm not ready for the Drew and Ralph divorce. Because let's be honest, Drew and Ralph are very messy. And it's just, I feel like we're going to get far too much information than we need to know, especially from Ralph. It's just going to get ugly. And I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all not together no more. Y'all fell out of love. Y'all still got kids. Like, let's do better. Cynthia was on this episode. 50 Cent looked great. She looked great. I will say everybody was like, oh, Cynthia's back and we're so happy about it. I was happy about it, but it bothered me for 2 reasons. One, everybody asking for her to come back. And I'm just like, guys, Cynthia's not going to work with this cast. Like, Cynthia was a neutral character, and I won't say dry, but she didn't bring it like the other people did in the cast. And you need somebody like that because that cast at the time had so many wackadoodle characters. You needed the sensible one, right? The straight man, the voice and reason, the audience perspective is what Cynthia was on the show. So you needed that. But when you bring her into a cast of muted characters, it just will not work. So I don't want her back on this show with this cast. If we're going to do a legacy of the show, I'm absolutely here for it. I think she'll work better there, but she will not work on this cast. And another reason why it bothered me was because I feel like this show is grasping at straws, right? And I said, like, this cast, it is what it is. The show is going to give us what it's going to give us, and I'm just going to leave it alone. But it's just disappointing. It really, really is. That if you have to call on Cynthia of all people, because she's the only one that will come back, because I know they blew Portia's line up, right? If you have to call on her to come back to like give you a spike in the ratings and give you, and give the audience, something to cling to, some nostalgia, I feel like y'all know y'all don't have a great product. If you're doing, amateur stuff like this or desperate stuff like this, I feel like you know that the product that you're giving us is not good. And that's very worrisome, because what's probably going to happen if this show just continues to not really deliver, I think either the production company will lose this show, and no shade, I never want to put anybody out of work, but this production company is just, y'all can't do it for Real Housewives of Atlanta no more, right? Either they lose the production company or they reboot. Either way, people are going to be unemployed, feelings are going to be hurt, but something's just got to give, because even with this lackluster cast, they're still doing great. But now shows who were performing terribly are eating them up every week. I cannot believe that the Real Housewives of Orange County has better numbers, has better viewership than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. 9-1 freaking 1. But Cynthia looked good. I will say, Kandi, you have got to put the show down at some point, right? Because you and Cynthia have a real friendship. So Cynthia comes to meet with Kandi because Kandi wants to invite her to her bedroom Kandi event that she's having later in the episode. So as soon as Cynthia sits down, Candy's like, "Hey, how are you?" The divorce. I don't know if you want to talk about that, because the last time I saw you, it was. And I'm like, if you're a real friend, right? Because as soon as she said that, Cynthia was like, "I don't want to talk about it." One, they not paying her enough to talk about it. And two, she's still like, it's wounds. You know what I mean? She's still in a place of healing. And now she's not on the show, so she doesn't have to heal on camera in front of millions of people. But I'm like, if you're a girl, why would you even ask that? Right? If that was like my real friend, I would just let her lead into it and let her lead the conversation. I wouldn't poke and prod her. And that's the fault of Kandi on this show, which is why I think it will be better for her relationship-wise with the relationships that she currently has to get off of this show, because she is doing this thing where it's becoming a Lisa Rinna kind of thing, where everything is about the show, right? Remember when Lisa Rinna was talking about her daughter's eating disorder and her daughter didn't want to have the conversation? But Lisa Rinna was having a conversation. And I get that she was doing it because this was the job that she needed. And, everybody was eating off of that. But it was just like, you cannot make this job your God, right? Because when you start doing that, you start making decisions that are harming the people around you. And I feel like Kandi just produces and produces and produces to a fault. Because I'm like, if that's your girl, why would you even ask that without her leaning into it? You both sat down at that table knowing that you would have to say something. Let her speak about it, because she was speaking about it in a way that she was comfortable with it. And then Kandi wanted to get details. And I'm just like, what's going on, man? Well, you don't got to produce everything. Chill out. But I'm glad that Cynthia's back. I'm glad that she's back out there and in them streets. I hope that at some point she finds love. She did mention her age and just wanting to finally get it right. But I just hope that she just finds, at whatever age, that she just finds a love that she has been looking for, because she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. I will say this is a reminder to just not push through. Cynthia bypassed so many red flags because, she had told everybody she was getting married. She picked this date. She just wanted to be married. And I think she just got out there. And because she was out there, because she spent all this money, because she made it a huge storyline, she just followed through with it, even though she was getting mad red flags. Ladies, I don't care if you just said your vows. If it ain't working, if something ain't right, if it's off, walk away. I went down a husband smashes their wedding cake in their wife's face rabbit hole, right? Because I saw this TikTok and this lady was talking about, this wedding photographer was talking about, that's like, she was just like, when I'm doing a wedding, almost every couple where the husband has smashed the cake in the wife's face, they're divorced within a year, right? And then she was talking about this article where this woman divorced her husband the next day after he smashed the wedding cake in her face, right? And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That woman said, I'm not giving you another time to humiliate me. You only get one. And she walked out. And I think men are not like this. They'll dash. They'll dash at the side of any inconvenience. But women will just stick it out. Oh, I got the wedding dress. Oh, I paid for the venue. Oh, I told everybody. Who the hell cares? Your happiness is what's important. I said all that to say, I hope that she finds love. She deserves it. She deserves to be happy. Kenya Brooklyn is adorable. And ever since I heard about that Brooklyn and Paris show, I want it. I think that is a side of Kenya that we all will benefit from seeing. And I think that's just who she is now. I think that baby Brooklyn has brought her so much joy. She's just not in this place of misery to get into it with these ladies, to stir up drama, to fully participate like she used to. And that's a good thing. I hope that, that network picks up Brooklyn and Paris, because I think that'll be a really good show. I love watching their confessionals, and I hope that Kenya is being strategic by doing confessionals of Brooklyn and having these scenes with Brooklyn to really gear the audience up to what we may see, because I just get so excited when I see them two together. That would be a really good show. Let's get into this kiss. I'm so over it. I'm so over this kiss. So Drew, I don't know what happened at this at the Bolo orgy. I don't care. It's not on the season anymore. We have all moved on. I hate when these shows talk about people who are no longer here or talk about scenes that we did not see. I think it's very obvious that when the ladies told the cameras to leave, y'all had an orgy. It is what it is. Bolo was the only meat that was being served, and everybody was chomping down on something. Whether it be a penis or a carpet, they was chomping. And that's okay. Y'all are grown, consenting adults. Leave us out of it. Unless y'all, I was about to say, unless you're going to show us the orgy. I don't want to see it, but I'm just saying, like, y'all talk about it. People get amnesia because they don't want to talk, because they don't want people to know that they done did that stuff. Candy, not everybody is openly freaky deaky. Damn it, Candy, my God, today you have got to have some tact. Not everybody is freaky deaky openly. You know what I mean? Some people be like, girl, I'll have an orgy behind closed doors and talking all kinds of mess. But then, like, in public, on camera, people not going to have that same conversation. And that is okay. I'm sick of this orgy. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Unless we're going to line everybody up, put them on a lie detector, give them a lie detector test, and they just have to tell us every detail. Keep it. I'm tired. And that lets me know ain't nothing happening on this damn season if we keep on talking about the last season or the season before, like whatever that damn orgy happened. It's done. It's done. Y'all are consenting adults from Atlanta. Everybody knows y'all do orgies. Atlanta is something else. The Black community down there is wow, girl. I ain't know the South got down like that. Not the Bible Belt. Not the Bible Belt. Anyway, obviously, whatever happened, Drew doesn't want to talk about, right? Or she'll get amnesia about something that happened. Something happened, right? And I feel like it's just completely disrespectful for Candy to continue to go along with, like, oh, you guys kissed. Oh, you guys did this. I'm not alive. Y'all did kiss. Like, you just keep on pushing with it, knowing that this woman does not want to talk about it. And I honestly feel like that whatever she did, she don't want to discuss it because of her religious beliefs, right? It's dangerous enough being a Black woman. It's hell on wheels being a queer Black woman. You doubly unprotected. So I am not going to fault this woman for not wanting to put another target on her back, right? Or not wanting to align with a community that her mother and, her church has maligned her entire life, right? Because not only is it the guilt of the things that were said and the things that you received and the things that you said about that community, then there's also the shame, right? Because you're a part of that community now and you don't know how to fully acclimate yourself in because of the things that you said and done. But one thing I know about the let God be great. Let God be great, truly, quick community. Let God be true, quickly community. Yeah. They're very loving and accepting. If you want to talk about acceptance, it's that community, especially these. OMG. Them black God be true quicklies, absolutely accepting. So I think you'll be fine, Drew. But you know what? Your time, your business, do whatever it is that you need to do. But I'm like, Candy, if she don't feel like talking about it, let's let it go. Let it go. It's tiring. It's boring. We're taking an hour out of our miserable lives to watch this show. Entertain us. Half of us are going to be homeless in 6 months. Please entertain us. Please stop with this mess. Stop. Get some help. Anyway, a counter to the candy stands. Hold up. Don't throw your tomatoes yet. I understand Candy being like, well, I don't like you calling me a liar because of what she went through on this show where she had a really good friend and a coworker say that she was going to drug and rape another coworker, right? So she's very big on being very truthful and honest, especially on this show, because this platform is where she felt that she was hugely wrong, right? So I get her going with that, but I'm like, this is not that situation. It's not that situation. I understand what you said. Even if you backtrack and be like, oh, I don't remember, you're not going to lose anything. Nobody's going to hate you. You're freaking Candy Todd Burris. Wait. Y'all know what I meant. Nobody's going to. What's her last name before Todd? Did we know her last name before Todd? It's not Candy Coded. We did not know you. Oh my gosh. You were a one namer before you got married. Now it's Candy. Never. If I'm known as just Nikki, I'm telling you, married and I don't care who it is. I'm not adding that last name to like my one name being. Get out of here. For what? So he can feel special? He got me. He's special already. Get out of here. I knew you as Candy. Now I know you as Candy Burris. Ew. Take that off of there. You were Candy before you got married. Let me shut my single self up. Y'all got the ring. Anyway, since we are here and Candy Burris, I'm starting to agree with Marlo. Time out. I can't take the freaky deaky. Like, I'm done. I feel like I have learned nothing new about you. And you have done so many great things on this show. You've won awards. You're filming TV shows. You're getting honored globally. We never see that. All we see is the freaky stuff from you. The show that you're filming, all we're talking about is the lesbian scenes with Drew. The only clip we saw was Drew getting faux head from another woman. Like, that's all we have saw of the show that you and your husband are producing. That's all we've seen. And since you've been on this show, that's all you have been doing, or all this show has focused on. And I'm like, enough. It is enough. Like, I feel like the only thing I've learned about Kandi since she's been on this show is that, she enjoys dildos and cock rings. That's too much information. That's too much information. And I am a prude in like my regular life, but I'm not judging anybody out here. We have fun on here. You know what I mean? Y'all talk, y'all talk. Y'all talk, y'all talk. Do what you need to do. But I'm just like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Yes, be sexually free. What else do you do? What else is it? I'm so glad about bedroom Kandi. Marlo, I need that peach purse. That bedazzled peach purse. I need it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud that you're a Black woman and you are, in the pleasure field and doing well. You go, girl. We got to focus on something else. It's bedroom Kandi. It's candy coated nights when you have them weird, freaky people on that show. Have you ever watched an episode of Candy Coated Nights? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I watched a clip, and after I watched that clip, I went right to my room and got my Bible, and I said, "Lord, forgive me. I don't know what I'm putting in my spirit." It's just too much. It's just too much. Kandi, can I tell you something? I did not know that a man was able to suck his own penis until a bedroom Kandi event was covered on this show. That is too much. That is too much information. Your mother almost beat everybody up in that event, and she should have. She said, "You won't bring me to an event where a man is sucking his own penis." I still can't believe that. How do you discover that you could do that? Not my business. Can you imagine coming home from work? Coming home from work and your man is in the kitchen going to town on himself? Child. Like, I have to learn something else. I have to learn something else from you. And maybe you do offer a lot and this show just focuses on the freaky deaky. Maybe that's what it is. But mama, I got to learn something else. I have got to learn something else. I feel like you are such a great businesswoman. You can't do candy coated business advice. Like, there just has to be another way. There is more in you. There is more in you besides them sex toys. I know there's more in there. Anyway, so at this event, we meet LaToya. We see LaToya again. And at first I was really happy to see LaToya forever because I feel like that unhinged Canadian Caribbean was fun. She was good TV. And I was just like, if she was in Portugal, she would have turned it out. But I realized I'm probably never going to see her back on this show for two reasons. One, she got a drinking problem. LaToya forever, I hope you got that together. But my God, today, ma'am, 2 mimosas in and you were a train wreck, and not in a fun way. Also, the racial slurs. I mean, I don't know if the Asian community is watching this show, but I just still feel like, that you shouldn't be able to come back after that. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me, but I felt like the racial slurs should have put you in for good. But I feel like they may try to bring her back because they're thinking that, people have forgotten. But I quickly remembered why you were no longer on the show. So, if they bring her back, they got to deal with them consequences. I will say she was good TV when she was on until, she got that liquor in her. She reminds me of who was good TV until they get the liquor. Brandy Glanville. I was going to say Norwood. Forgive me. Brandy Glanville. Such good TV. As soon as she starts drinking, chaotic and not in a fun way. Scary and not in a fun way. Didn't she allegedly assault Caroline Manzo when she was pissy drunk? You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get a hold of that. You have got to get a hold of that. But I enjoyed her, and then I realized, she shouldn't be on the show. Anyway, LaToya forever is there, and Drew is like so happy to see her because she wants, her and Candy and everybody to talk. And she's talked to Latoya, and Latoya said that they didn't kiss. And Drew was like, Latoya said that we kissed because she was upset. And Candy's just like, I know what I saw. Y'all kissed. So they all get together, and Candy's just like, I saw it. And Latoya's just like, no, you didn't. And Drew was like, no, you didn't. And Candy's like, no, I know what I saw. And then Toya turns to Drew, and it's just like, Drew, do you think that Candy will hurt you? Do you think that she's like a genuine person? And Drew was like, yeah, I don't know why Candy is doing this. I love her, and like started to play around and try to lighten the mood. So maybe Candy can finally get the damn hit that this girl wants to move on from the orgy, right? So Candy's just like, you know what? We just going to agree to disagree. And they agree to disagree and finally move on. And I hope this is the last that we hear of that kiss, because I'm tired. I am tired. Now, Marlo. This is the thing about Marlo. She goes too far. Like that's her thing. She just goes too far. If Marlo can control the mess, she will be phenomenal on this show, because her reads. Because Candy brought in Marlo, and she wanted Marlo to tell Latoya what happened about the video or whatever that she sent. And Drew was like, and when Marlo came in, Drew was like, oh, well, you edited the video. And Marlo was like, I did not edit no video. And then her confessional, she walked away. And then her confessional, she was just like, I'm not the one doing all the editing. Drew was the one that does all the editing. And on her Instagram, she looked like she's 22, but in person, jump scare, Marlo. Although I disagree. I think that Drew looks the same on Instagram that she does on her pictures. People, especially if you're a celebrity and you were in like the media, in the public eye, and you were on TV, you're going to do some things to your pictures. That's just what it is. I'm going to tell you right now, them Kardashians, you would never recognize them in person. You would never recognize that entire family in person. They don't look like them pics. They don't look like them pics. A lot of celebrities do that. A lot of people who are the face of beauty do that. The beauty influencers that you love so much, them beauty YouTubers and beauty TikTokers, no. Jump scare. Okay? Jump scare. So I get it. I know what you meant. But I feel like Drew is one of the people that looks very closely to, if not the same, to her pics that you see on her Instagram. You would recognize her. Marlo is just being shady. I do believe that Marlo is telling the truth because she has nothing to lose. She has nothing to lose and everything to gain by being in Candy's favor. So she would obviously tell the truth. So that could maybe, link up her and Candy. But that's a done deal, Marlo. Candy don't want nothing to do with you. Ralph. I'm not going to say I'm looking forward to the divorce, right? I will say I'm looking forward to Drew being with someone who actually loves and protects her like a partner should. I just don't think Ralph has ever been that for her. From what we've seen on the show. I don't know what he's like off camera. I don't know what he's like before they got to the show. But to sit there with Marlo, who does not like your wife, and listen to her drag your wife, and all you do is chuckle and shake your ice in your cup. What kind of husband? See, this is the thing. That's why I was doubling down on Kenya was doing too damn much with Sanya's husband. What's his name? Sorry, Sanya. I call him Chocolate. It's not Ralph. Sanya, what's your fine husband name? I'm sorry. But I like how he protects her. You know what I mean? Y'all know I can't stand a man and woman's business. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, Sanya will be protected. Sanya will be protected. No man, woman, or child, dead or alive, is disrespecting her. Not in front of Chocolate. What is his name? I'm being disrespectful. What is that man's name? Ross. Sorry, because that was disrespectful. Y'all not disrespecting her? Not in front of him. Baby, the way he will black both eyes of a toddler if he get out of whack with his wife, he don't play. He do not play. Ralph, where is that? Where is that? I just thought. This is my favorite moment was seeing it in Ross. When Ross was getting that table together in Jamaica, Saint was sitting there like, I know that's right, girl. She was like, and my man, thank you to my man. I know that's right. He cussed that whole table out. And Steve just sat there like she didn't hear nothing. Yes, that's how he's supposed to protect you. You're supposed to be the one to be like, baby, it's okay. I'm fine. Like, oh, I'm gonna be so annoying when I get in a relationship. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so annoying. Please, guys, when it finally happens to me, when I finally get trapped, please just be kind. I'm not myself. I will not be myself. I'm gonna be gone in the brain, like all of y'all. Don't judge me. Love me. Love me till my sanity comes back. Anyway, the plot twist at the end of this episode, where Candy, they brought up I think it was like a Bravo after show or something, and Candy and what's her name, Latoya Father, were talking about how Candy missaw something. Listen, I believe something happened, right? And I believe that they were just trying to clean up whatever happened. But whether it happened or not, we the viewers don't care. We don't care. At this point, y'all all slept with each other. We are no longer shocked. Y'all are Vanderpump Rules in blackface. Y'all are a mess. A mess. Y'all have all slept with each other. We get it. We don't care. I mean, what else could y'all do? What else could y'all do? Y'all had an orgy. Y'all had everybody's husbands putting vibrators in people's panties and buzzing all night. I am still not over that. I was like, I cannot believe Candy gave them women vibrating panties and different husbands the control. Let me shut my single self up. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. What y'all guys got to say? What y'all got to say? Let's get into it. Unapologetically, Romel said, I do think Candy should leave and Cynthia probably should not return. I think that's what you meant. But at least she didn't stay longer. Yeah, she came in and she got out. She sure did. She sure did. And everybody was telling her, girl, just chill. Why can't y'all just date? I told y'all about my uncle, who I didn't know that they were not married until his funeral. I was like, why they got different last names? My mom was like, shut up. She was like, shut up, don't ask that in here. I was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, they have been dating since they were 13? They're still dating? Like, what the hell? Marriage is not for everybody. And I feel like at a certain age, you can just chill. Like, you don't got to do all that. You don't got to do all that. What you get married for? What? You're 55. Chill. Have fun. Have fun. This is the time where you get on your eat, pray, love. You need to be eat, pray, loving. Don't fall in love with the eat, pray, love, Cynthia. Please don't. Eat, pray, love, girl. Eat, pray, love. And I was starting Europe where they mind their business. Where they mind their business. Don't you go down to Africa. Don't you go down to Africa. Everybody telling them ladies business over there. Ciao, the dirty December tea. Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Start in Europe. Then make your way down to Cuba. But don't do too much because I don't know if you're going to be able to get out of there. They don't play over there. Anyway, she did. She really, really did. Hold on. So Steph says, Cynthia said don't speak on it. She is just in and out, not a friend of the show. Oh, so she's coming back. Oh, all right. Well, she is back in Atlanta. I actually drove by her home. Listen, somebody told me when we were driving by. Please I ain't never been that girl. But she lives on a lake. It's a lake. And it's like, damn, Cynthia sold that property. That does not seem safe, especially with all the raining going on in Atlanta. Sell that property. Let me mind my business. Girls trip Cynthia would work. Yeah, I think they just they're going to do. I feel like Blako is going to make Real Housewives of New York, because they're doing the Real Housewives of New York are going to do the next girls trip, right? It's going to be the Legacy Girls trip. I think that's what they just need. You know what? Stop giving them demons ideas, but I think that's what they need to do. Just do the Legacy with the cast members that are no longer on the show, the girls trip with the cast members that are no longer on the show, and just send them to exotic locations to just be messy and drunk. That's what you need to do. That's the last one, demons. A piece of pie said Orange County is actually more entertaining than Atlanta. You're right. So Steph said at the end of Speak On It, Cynthia. Oh, I got that one. Tiny said OC doesn't have people who live in nostalgia in a wild stand community always complaining. True and very true. Oh, Tiny, was that a read? Miss GG88 said, I haven't watched this show in years. I'm just here to support and for vibes, of course. Thank you for being here. Kanzi Kane said they didn't ask Cynthia back. She went and let them know she was going to Candy's party. Oh, and if they wanted to mic her, they could. This is what Cynthia said on Speak It. Oh, good. Oh, good. Simply Simone said, my friend's a wedding makeup artist and hates when the groom smashes the cake in the bride's face. Yeah, makeup is expensive, especially bridal makeup. Ooh, child. But why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that to your wife? Why would you want to do that to your wife? Shonda said, totally agree. Never be afraid to leave a relationship that doesn't serve you. Forget what it looks like to other people. Get out when you can. Miss T said, Brooklyn's cute. Not enough for a second baby with Mark. Doesn't she still have embryos? But I'm telling you, some women do that. Some women, don't like the baby father they with. He been terrible. Y'all just have a toxic relationship, but they still continue to have sex with that guy because they want to give their kids siblings and have the same father. Get out of here. Get out of here. My family, my kids look like the damn United Nations. Look like the damn United Nations. If it didn't work with that demon, you think I'm gonna go back? Nope, I'm gonna find somebody else, somebody better. And if he don't work, find somebody else. Oh my goodness, your kids all got different fathers. Yep, I'm happy. Your kids got the same daddy and they hate you. How about them apples? So Steph said, not checking for Kenya. Brooklyn is cute and emotes a lot. She's made for the camera. She is. She's a natural talent. Blue Jay said, there's a whole rabbit hole of grooms messing up the weddings at all fonts. It's truly interesting. Yeah, it really, really is. Did you see the one where the bride smashed the cake in her groom's face and he backhand slapped her and her family went, that's it? Ciao. She was such a sweetie, but I think they had her doing things she never thought she'd do. Now that was a bedroom candy event. That was a bedroom candy event. Ciao. None of us care. Like, I'm just like, who is the story producer? We don't. This isn't interesting. This just isn't interesting. This is, yeah, Miss T, you're right. Miss T said Drew just say you can't remember. Yeah, I would be like, I don't remember that, but if that's what you remember, go off and move on. The problem is y'all don't know how to lie. Y'all don't know how to lie. Dahlia said people have a huge sunk cost fallacy. When times and money are already spent, spending more won't dig you out of the hole. Cut your losses and take your L like a woman. Yep, it didn't work out. Kayla M said, I love the idea of a spinoff for Kenya, but she should take Brooklyn to Africa. Imagine her little face lighting up as she admires the culture. Brooklyn and Kenya. Caleb, no, we're not giving him no ideas. That's a good idea, though. That's a good idea. Candace said, I'm sick of it too. I don't need to know about every aspect of these people's lives. Like, we're done. We're done. I think because every show, like, I don't know. You know what? I just got it. I don't know. I was about to say, I don't know why Blanco makes the women all talk about sex. But as I was saying it or thinking it, I realized why they do it, because they want to put the idea out there that older women, that moms, have sex and are sexual beings and are freaky deaky too. Like, they're not just freaky in their 20s, they're freakier later in life, right? But I feel like everybody know that. Everybody know that. I have an older family member, like 80s. I will never be able to catch up to her. Like, I had a conversation where I was just hanging out with her, and I left that conversation, and I got in my car, and I was like, God, what's going on? Like, no way. No way is this lady 2 seconds from seeing you getting put through the mattress like that. Like, what's wrong with me? I was like, something is up. Like, there's no way. There's like, and it's every time. There's another brother. They're freakier later in life. Menopause don't stop nothing with them. Anyway, So Stuff said everybody believes that Drew and LaToya kiss. Candy just dragging it. That's yes, absolutely, because she has no storyline. Even the OLG in their crazy can't help her this season. Oh, we dropped that real quick. It's like several episodes about a shooting and Marlo's cousin dying, and that was gone. What is going on this season? Right? And LaToya did say, I feel like if it did happen, right? I feel like LaToya was saying to Candy, we had a really toxic relationship. We made up and we're working on it. This is going to mess that up. Stop it. Like, stop it. Candy just was not picking up any of the clues. Any of the clues. I think that's another thing too, Blue Jay. Blue Jay said, would it be sabotage to discuss her kissing a woman when they are going through a divorce? Absolutely. But I don't know if they were there at that point. Or maybe she was thinking far ahead. She was thinking far. Oh, okay. Thank you. Tucker. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So Todd, Tucker, Candy Burst. There it is. There it is. But Candy, you were just Candy. You were just Candy. Why'd you add all that? I think she added that when she got with him. It was Candy Burst Tucker. Because she was just Candy. Drop that. Drop that. She needs to drop that. Drewski says, speaking of accepting, did you see that Wayne? I knew from the hairline, but let me. Ah! Girl! Wayne Brady comes out as pansexual. Child. And it's people. So this is the truth. I'm telling you, people are getting older and saying the hell with it. This is me. I know that's right, Wayne. I know that's right. 51. 50 damn. Can you imagine if he was out at 6? Never mind. Oh my goodness. He said, I am pansexual, meaning that he's attracted to persons. Come on. Come on. Brady puts it another way. Bisexual with an open mind. He in the right place. You'll find whatever you need in Hollywood. Ciao. Today, the house is bustling with activity. His daughter Male 20, and ex-wife Mandy Takeda 47 are on hand. Takeda was, you know what? I don't think that's how she say her name. Takeda. Anyway, was the first person that Brady came out to. I just said great, as I knew coming out would help him. Oh, so she knew. The wife always knew. She knew. She knew. You know what? It makes sense that him and his wife have a great relationship. Because rarely after divorce does a woman have a great relationship with her straight husband. I should have known then. I know that's right. He said, I'm doing my research both with myself and just with the world. I couldn't say if I was bisexual because I had to really see what that was, especially because I really have not gotten the chance to act on anything. So I came to pansexual because, and I know that I'm completely messing up the dictionary meaning, but to me, pan means being able to be attracted to anyone who identifies as gay, straight, bi, transsexual, or non-binary. Being able to be attracted across the board. And I think, at least for me right now, that is the proper place. I took pan to mean that not only I could be attracted to any of these people or types physically, but I could be attracted to the person that is there. I know that's right. I know that's right. Child is a pansexual man in Malibu with a TV show contract. Get your money. Wow. Ciao. Oh, you're right, NTR. NTR said from Escape, as in Candy from Escape. That's true too. That's true too. That's true too. You know what, Social Seth? I said that too, but again, I ain't never been in that situation. And if he's fine, that's why I just started shutting up, because I realized that I'm saying all this stuff right now, and I don't got a do-rag in my bed. So I don't know how I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to be like, Nikki, you said you would never. Mind your business. Mind your business. Pray for me if you care so much. Pray for me. Wow. Breaking news. Everybody gay. Ciao. The Let God Be True Quicker community. Another one. Thank you. Where are we at? Eva said, hey, Nikki, hey, sorry, I'm late, but I'm here. You right on time. So said, Candy Coda is disturbing. It's our co-host. He gives me nasty, scary. I was like, how you work with him without security? Just nasty. I saw the Sukihana interview. When you can scare Sukihana, when you can scare her, whoo, king of scaring the hoes. My skin crawled. I was like, what the hell is wrong with him? That's not normal. And I'm not be sexually free, do whatever you want. That man ain't normal. That man is not normal. Oh, it's always that damn Judith Lieber. It's always that one day, Judith. One day. But right now, I get the knockoff Judith Liebers on Instagram. Oh, no, not on Instagram, Amazon. Sorry, Judith. I ain't got it. Oh, God. Right, Stephen. It's too much. Momi said Candy is very sex positive. She said that she used to be, okay. Like on a level of Kirk. Yeah. But Candy's the type who's going to turn every aspect of her life into money. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for giving understanding. Because now, okay. Oh, woo. You know what? We're not going to talk about it now. but I used to work with an organization that helped women get out of the life of porn. And I don't talk about it too much because it was like a really religious group, and it was just like, okay. But what I learned about how women are treated in porn and young women and young teen boys, how they're treated in porn. Listen, it might be 99 cents, but it's heavy with the sex trafficking. Heavy with the sex trafficking. Child, that's a story for another time. That's a story for another time, but I'll never mention that organization. They cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But they did help some ladies get free. Lisa Parker said, greetings all, perfect timing. Nikki, I'm dusting my work desk before heading home for the night. I know that's right. Sean said, court update. The leprechaun will get sentenced tomorrow, hopefully. The court has adjourned for today. Megan, through her attorney, asked the judge to show him no mercy. I know that's right. Child, I have to do the Bachelorette Live tomorrow, and I'm telling you, if that man gets sentenced, we gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm like, Drew, that's the thing. I'm like, Drew, you're not helping your case. I'm gonna sit right here. Okay, girl. Okay, so the kiss did happen. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, she did. She's just, when she starts that drinking Miss T, it's just toxic. It's toxic. It is toxic. She did. She got her with that one. She got her with that one. Karen said RBO Day had all of it. Oh, right. Right. That girl went through it in the industry. I'm telling you, when she finally talked about what she went through in that industry, Black woman stand down. Black woman stand down. Because she's going to say a lot about them black men and how they treated her in that industry. Stand down. That's not our fight. That's not our fight. Ms. Kaija Soji said, heck, even if I looked at an old picture of the Kardashians, I'd be like, who that? True. Sarah said, when that unedited picture of Chloe came out and she went on a deleting spree, freaking the hell out on Insta. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's body dysmorphia. It's also their money. They make money by not looking human, right? So that's why you'll rarely see them in any pictures, in any paparazzi pictures. They own all of those paparazzi pictures. That's how they get a lot of their money. They hire paparazzi, they take the pictures, paparazzi gives that to them, and then they sell them to magazines. Aaliyah W said, I've seen Jordyn Woods in person, literally arms distance away, and she's stunning. Everything the same. Yeah, and I don't know what she's doing to them pictures. Jordyn Woods is skinny. I'm like, girl, what filter you using? Because I need to do that to my hips. Yeah, Ralph didn't care. He didn't. Dahlia said, that's why I appreciate people like Annie McDowell and Paulina Paraskova. Yep. Beautiful woman aging gracefully and with dignity. Angela Bassett. Viola Davis, right there. He's checked out of that marriage and this season. He is checked out. Sanya, that's a good man. Sanya, that's a good man. NTR said, I don't watch celeb news, so when I see a celeb after not having seen them, they are unrecognizable to me. I'm telling you, I live in LA, you would never recognize them people. You would never. Have I ever seen one that's like finer in person? Morris Chestnut. You don't know what he looks like. You don't know what that man looked like. You don't know what that man is like. Oh my goodness, Morris Chestnut, he's so fine. Girl, you haven't seen him in person. The way I acted when I saw that man, I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. God bless the wife. What's your prayer? Y'all asking about Sierra. Ask about his wife. Ask about Miss Chestnut. Tiny said he was already done at that point, already at the closet scene when he was bored with her. Yeah. This is going to be this rest of the season is going to be so sad. Steven said if Kenya was talking to Ralph by themselves, the rumors would start quick. True. She was like, Ralph was cussing them broads out. Clear after the whole table and seeing it. Yes, sis. OMG. Blue Jay said Candy has some great mental stamina because after a while I get tired if someone is tired. Even with an enemy, it seems exhausting. True. Cameron said, just like Kenya's house, if Atlanta had a bad flood, it's over for that house. Yeah. She needs to sell that property. Dahlia said they should create an OG contract that requires a certain number of appearances, but the freedom to decide when and where. This frees up Bravo to refresh the cast every few years. I agree. Shonda, thank you. Shonda said, please subscribe to Nikki's second channel, NikkiStar at Home. Thank you so much. I just uploaded, I didn't just, I did it yesterday. I uploaded another vlog. Hey, Shanty. She sure did. For what? The same deadbeat? Child, so they can have the same trauma, at least get pregnant by a good one, so at least that kid can have a righteous father and knows what a father is like. Hello, Russell Wilson. Sierra did it right. Listen, I'm Sierra to the situation. Oh, you don't feel like acting right? No problem. No problem. Sarah said, like the TikTok goes, I love my kids so much, I gave them their own daddy. I know that's right. Like, she was so stunned and her family didn't move. Child. My family would all have mugshots. Like, we would all be in prison. Yes, and that leads me. I'm about to get into the Real Housewives of New York. Cameron said this is supposed to be the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives, where are we going to see these women go shopping, spend some money? I'm tired of the lesbian talk. Listen, the Real Housewives of New York is bringing it. They just have to find their audience. But that show is OG Real Housewives, and I love it. Crazy. Did you see that video about that town in Florida where they like put loofahs on their cars to let you know what they're into? Old people are freaky. And there was one lady they did an interview with, and she was like, nobody gives a Hummer like a gummer. That sex drive don't die. It increases. Child. She's won a bunch of stuff this year, like that season alone. We didn't see none of that. Yeah, shout out to Wayne Brady. I know y'all clowning, but I'm telling you, the hairline, that wasn't like everybody was just like, why is your hairline like that? He peeing. That's a pansexual hairline. Come on. Yeah, we love Wayne. So Sav. Rashada said, I knew Wayne was queer from Get the amicable. See? I'm telling you. If a woman gets divorced from a man and they besties, queer. The husband was queer the whole time. There's no way. A straight man is going to annoy you to the grave. Yeah, my ex-wife is my bestie. How the hell that makes sense? Now we know. Hey, Bosola! How are you? Oh, Cameron. We know that's not going to happen. Especially not in Malibu. Baby, that's not happening. Simply Simone said, especially with him being cool with his ex-wife and the new husband. He got a new Hulu show coming out. So we about to get Are we reviewing it, Star Fam? I think so. I think so. Callie C, thank you so much for the super chat. Callie C said the problem is production and not the housewives. Also, my friend's grandmother got. I don't know why old people think because they're old they don't need to use protection. Like what? What? Cameron, I don't need it. I'm sorry. Straight Black women are going to show their whole behind, and it's going to divide the community even more. I don't need it. He can stay put for now. Like, that's what I'm saying. I already let you know I'm going to be mad different. Keep me in your prayers. Perfect being you are so worried, scaring the whole straight on Nikki. Thank you. They sure do. Not yet. I'm about to get into it. I just wanted to. What was God on when he made him? Like, what was that? I have never seen anything like that in my life. Just like, he's so nice. Smithy said, have you seen the TikToker of the woman who says this baby is from some random man in Atlanta? Child, I hope they don't break up over Tampa. I hope they don't break up. Nobody gives a Hummer like a Gummer. It doesn't die out. He got his teeth fixed. You know, so you just like me. We love them rugged, don't we? We love them rugged, and you can't be too pretty. I need a scar. You know what? Forgive me, Lord. I need to do better. Anyway, let's get into the Real Housewives of New York. I got that. I got my Callie C super chat. Let's get into the Real Housewives of New York. Uber. Ma'am, you got a hit on. Oh shoot. Oh, I'll move it up. You got a hit on your hands, Uber. You got a hit on your hands with that hot sauce. Oprah, favorite things. You got a hit on your hands. Go back to Oprah and ask her to help you distribute your hot sauce. Because in this episode, we learn about Uber's hot sauce. You know, we see her business. I will say, like we were saying earlier, what I like about the Real Housewives of New York is that we just met these ladies and they're already not only letting us know what they do, showing us what they do. These are working women's. I love that about the show. So in this episode, we see Uba talk about her hot sauce that got a really huge boost because Oprah Winfrey put it on one of her favorite things list, right? And so Uba was talking to, I believe, her manager, and she was like trying to figure out like how to get more distribution and, you know, like how to like really boost her hot sauce. And I'm just like, the Oprah boost should be enough, right? Like you have to really get out there and start talking to people, but she has a problem with letting go. And I absolutely understand that, honey. But if somebody is investing in your business, putting their money in your business, they have to have a say so. And I don't think that you've done anything about your hot sauce since then, because as soon as I saw that it was on Oprah's favorite things, I love me some Oprah, I went and Googled it. Ma'am, you got to get that hot sauce in World Market, because I am not paying $60 plus shipping to try your hot sauce, 3 of your hot sauces that I haven't even sampled. You need, like, World Market is a good place for you to distribute your hot sauce. World Market, Whole Foods, what's another little trendy shop? Mendocino Farms. Like, that's where you need to put that, you know, your hot sauce for right now, until, you know, you can get a big enough, investor where you can put it in Costco, because that's where you really gonna eat. But I feel like you got to do that now. You're talking about it on the show, and the only place we can buy it is your website and off Amazon and eBay. No shade. I'm not buying anything edible off of Amazon or eBay. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not buying nothing from a third party seller that I'm going to put in my body. It's not happening. So you need to find another way to distribute your hot sauce, because I would have purchased it. I would have purchased it had it been in World Market. Like, I don't know what this hot sauce tastes like. I need a receipt, so if it's not working, I can return it. You know what I mean? And also I'm in a situation right now. Mama is unemployed. I can't play around. I can't play around with my coin. $60 plus shipping for some hot sauce. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. But good luck. Good luck. Bryn. Let's get into Bryn right off the bat. So this episode, we learned that Bryn is biracial. Told you. Meghan Markle's cousin. Like, hello. This is the thing. Bryn is going to break our hearts, because she's just opening up and just started to talk about her childhood. And I think her childhood was extremely traumatic. Like, I feel like it was so traumatic. We don't need to hear about it on a reality TV show, but that's the job. She says in this episode, she's not hanging out with the ladies. She was just like, because Jessel was talking about how overbearing her mother-in-law is. Jessel, this is why you have issues with people. Why would you say that your mother-in-law is overbearing on camera? Girl. And Bryn was like, I would love to have that. And everybody was like, you would love to have an overbearing mother-in-law? She was just like, yeah, because, I've never had a family. So even if she's overbearing, at least she's my mother-in-law, at least she's family. So sad, because she was essentially saying that bad love is better than no love at all. Bryn, I want better for you. Whoa. I want better for you, Bryn. She breaks my heart. And they were all talking about the guys that she's dated and, why didn't she make it work with these guys? And she was just like, well, if I'm not happy, I'm just not going to stay in a situation, period. And she was just like, we're all really good friends now, but if it just didn't work, because she's been engaged 3 times, and she was just like, I know that I'm setting myself up for greatness, because even when engaged, I will get out of a situation that is not good for me. I know that's right. I think it also comes from her childhood. I think she, was just like, if I would never put my kid in that situation. But I hope you're getting help about that, Bryn, because I wouldn't want you making decisions out of trauma that are going to affect you in the long run, because you think you're preparing yourself up, that you're setting yourself up for a better future, when you're probably setting yourself up for, a cycle to continue. So I hope that you're talking to somebody about that, because it's very important that you get healed from that before you become a mom. Just my 2 cents. Bryn's hairstylist. Yeah, makes sense. When Bryn was in that lady's chair, I was just like, that's why the hair looks like it looks. That's why the hair was always laid. I love Bryn's hair. I love how it flows. And you know what? Bryn loves it too, because she's always I love the little, what they call it, curtain bangs. I love her hair. And it's because of that sister. I said it makes sense. She layering the hell out of that hair, and that's all her hair. So while she's at her hairstylist, her hairstylist says, you have beautiful curly texture. You need to start wearing your hair out, your natural curl out. And she was just like, it's uneven, so I don't wear it out, because my grandmother is white and she raised me and she didn't know how to do my hair. So she permed it, so to make it manageable. And then she goes into how she was raised by the white side of her family, because neither one of her parents were in her life. So her grandmother was there, and her father's black side, she just never met them. And I would just like to say to Bryn's black side, her father's side of the family, how does it feel to be Basura? How does it feel to be terrible human beings? Because this woman wanted and desired to learn about her culture and just be with you guys. just to just be around familiar people, because obviously she felt unfamiliar in the space that she was in, and you had the opportunity to do that and you did not do it. So this baby had to go to a hair salon and enjoyed every moment. She enjoyed waiting in that hair salon for hours because those black aunties were giving her something that she desired desperately from you. It's always the father side of the family. It's always the father side of the family. And that's why I'm always like to the black aunties, right? Who are on the father side, right? Your brother got a white wife, your brother got a non-black wife. You need to step it up and be in those kids' life. Because he's not going to do it. Oh, he might, be a present father, but he's not going to be the one to help your daughter with her hair, to help your niece, your niece and nephew with the hair. He's not going to be the one to have the conversation about what it's like actually being black and how to walk through the world. He's not going to do that, because all of that, all of the child rearing is left up to the woman, right? So the mother, who don't know this experience, is going to tell these kids, oh, everything is fine because daddy never told me. Daddy never said anything like that happened to him. Daddy had a lot happen to him. But you laying down with this woman and she don't know a damn thing about you. And you raise these kids and they don't know a damn thing about themselves. So they walking out in the world confused, getting educated on who the hell they supposed to be on freaking TikTok. Do better. Do better. This broke my heart because she wanted. She said, I wanted to have a black family. I wanted to be around black culture, but I just did not have that. So I had to go to the hair salon and learn about who I am and a part of me and how I show up in the world. Do you know how much trauma you have to be in to think that going to a black hair salon and being in there for hours is a good thing? Us, we hate that, because we know if our appointment is at 1, Donna is not going to get to us until 6 damn p.m. Then she going to wash us and sit us under the blow dryer forever while she do another head. We stressed out. We didn't spend the whole day in a hair salon and all we got was a freaking bob. All we got was a cap. She loved that. She loved that because that was a little slice of blackness that she desired. And she said, I don't think my grandmother knew what she was doing for me. I love Saturdays at the hair salon. I hated Saturdays at the hair salon. I didn't want to spend my whole day there. Bryn did. Trauma. Trauma. It's always the father side. It is always the father side. If you have ever encountered an oblivious and annoying biracial, they got a black daddy. They got a black daddy. That's why everybody be like, what your mom look like? You know what I mean? Because we know your father left you out there to fend for yourself. Now you're an adult walking in the world sounding foolish. So you sounding like your mama, but looking like your daddy. Child, let me move on. Bryn, I love you. I love you. And I think, sis, I feel like you trying. I feel like you want a black husband. I feel like that's what you want. I feel like you probably attract a lot of white men because of how you look. And I think you also attract a lot of black men that are not what you are desiring. You want a brother. Uh-huh. You want a Morehouse man. I see you. I said, you're going to have it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Because I think you're desiring that because that's what you did not have. And so I think you're attracted. Oh, God. Don't be attracted to them because your father wasn't in your life. You know what I mean? Be attracted to them for different things. Yeah, but I think that's what it is. Anyway, I hope you get the healing that you need. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Sorry that both of your sides of the family is Basura. Jessel. You know what? I'm sorry. I feel like she's not going to be on the show for a long time. I'm sorry, Jessel, but it's giving flunky. It's giving flunky. And Jenna clocked it. She clocked it. She was just like, she's trying too hard. And I agree. I feel like you're trying too hard to be something that you just are not. I think you are trying to be the snooty, white, elite, mean girl. But you don't realize, I won't say you don't realize that you're brown. I don't think you understand that because you're a brown, people are clocking your mess right away. Like, you are talking to people like you Gwyneth Paltrow. And everybody's just like, hold on. You don't have white supremacy protecting you. Who the hell are you talking to? That's why you get so much pushback, right? And I know you're probably like, well, Gwyneth talks like this all the time. Abigail talks like this all the time. You know, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of a Caucasian name. Kaylee, she says this all the time and nobody says anything to her. Kaylee's a white woman. If anybody says anything to her, they'll probably get shot by the police. Not you. Not you. So everybody gonna be like, what do you, no, you're terrible. Don't say that. That's me. They're checking you at everything that you do, and you're actually shocked because all you are doing is regurgitating what you've heard or what you think a woman that you idolize would say and do, and it's not reading well. Jenna clocked you real quick. She was like, she's trying too hard. You are. And you're annoying your husband because he knows that you are putting it on for the cameras. Oh, I feel like we're not going to get a lot of seasons with you. I feel like we're not going to get a lot of seasons with you. And it's so sad because I feel like we would like you if we really found out who you are. But I think you've abandoned your real identity the minute you came to New York and started to climb up that social ladder. Because to be honest with you, if you want to get in, you got to do that. Everybody goes to New York, in LA, and just becomes a different person. It happens. But I feel like we would like Jessel. We don't like Jaylee. Let's figure that out. But maybe this show is going to be the wake up call that you need. Who knows? But you are not coming off likable to anyone. Anyone. Bryn's giving was cute, and I heard that her and Sai, that Bryn and Sai had a little falling out, and that they're not friends anymore, which sucks because I thought this Bryn's giving was really sweet. I thought it was really, really sweet. I like that, Sai was like, you're going to have this moment because everybody's going to be with their families on Thanksgiving. And she was just like, I want to give this to you so you can see that you do have a family. You are loved. And it was just really sweet. And at this Bryn's giving, Bryn started to open up about, her family and, just our horrible childhood. But I will say this, you could tell that she didn't want to have the conversation because she was breaking down crying. And Sai was like, why don't you just share? And Sai, I'm going to say the same thing to you that I said to Candy when she was talking to Cynthia. If this is your friend, why are you encouraging them to trauma dump on a reality TV show when they don't want to? The show's not that important. The friendship that you had before you got to the show is. Unless y'all are friend shows or like co-worker friends, co-worker besties. Unless that's what it is, then okay, have your way. But I was just like, why are you encouraging her to have that conversation when she does not want to? Even in her confessional, she was like, I'm not talking about it. And she got uncomfortable and adjusted her body because she was trying to hold in her emotions. Oh, sometimes y'all can just lie. Y'all don't have to tell us everything. Last thing, at Sai's Friendsgiving, listen, I'm the same way with shoes in the house. I do not like people wearing shoes in my home, especially if you're in like a place like New York City. Sai was like, you're not bringing what you walk in, what you're walking in New York City into my home. I honestly get it. But New York is about the fits. New York is about the fashion, right? Why would you think that these ladies were going to come to your home and take off their shoes? Like they did, even Erin did. She had a little problem with it, but I'm just like, you couldn't have had it somewhere where people could like wear the whole fit. Like that's the show. That's the show. But I get what she was saying, but I was also like, the shoes make the fit sometimes. That's all I had to say about this show. What do you guys think? Let's get into it. I love that this show was just easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. I love it. Hey, Toya Star said, hey, Star family, thank you for being a part of the Star family and loving Nikki.Star. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you so much, sis. Momi said, yes, Uber needs a retailer to distribute her sauce. Yeah, I was like, Sprouts! Yes, Uber, Sprouts. Sprouts is a good place to store to sell your hot sauce. Back to Momi, $60 plus shipping? No one, Oprah ain't pay that. Oprah ain't pay that. She's the ultimate influencer. The biggest and ultimate influencer out there. She don't pay for none of that stuff that she recommends. Everybody sends it to her. Everybody. Blue Jay said, PR, Nikki, what would your layout be for the hot sauce? Why would you wake me up? Why would you wake me up? Let's get into it. So, first, like I said, we will pick our stores to first market to because we are on the Oprah's favorites list. So we're like the biggest influencer in the world loves our hot sauce. So we got to start at World Market, right? And what we're going to do at World Market is we're going to have a display Oprah's favorites right in the front of the store, and we'll have we'll have to work it out with the store, and they'll probably put up Oprah's other favorites there, but we're going to make sure in that deal that you are in the middle, and we'll have a little biography about you, right? We'll also talk to World Market about showcasing your products during Black History Month. They don't have to know that you're not African American. They can't tell, right? So we'll do something like that where during Black History Month, Juneteenth, Augustine, that they're going to highlight your products. So after World Market, we go to Sprouts. Why not? We go to Sprouts. We talk to them. We push Black woman-owned business, Oprah's favorite list. I don't think they'll care too much about the Oprah's favorite list, but they will absolutely take your product on. Then we go over to Whole Foods and we put the hot sauce in the cultural section. And all the Caucasians in Los Angeles love shopping in the cultured section of Whole Foods. We make sure that we get that product in a Whole Foods in Bel Air and Beverly Hills. And we also make sure we highlight that is Oprah's favorite, right? So what you're going to do is have all of the celebrities flocking because the biggest influencer in the world said that your hot sauce was it. The next thing we do is we get you the data, a fine chef, right? What's that black guy? The cute guy with the mustache that not just won, but he's a judge now on Chopped, I believe. And he had won that chef show on Bravo. Date him, right? We're here for a good time, not a long time. Start having him showcase your hot sauce while he's making dishes. Let's use that celebrity, and that chef celebrity can influence the cooking world, but he's also young and hip. So he's going to influence the young, hip people, and the future is where the money is, right? So after we've done all that, Bravo's already going to get a piece of your hot sauce because you already talked about it on the show. Every time you come over, bring the ladies a hot sauce. Every time you're filming the scene, have the hot sauce in the back of your confessional and the back of your scenes, or be cooking something with the hot sauce, saying that you're sampling the hot sauce. Every scene should be about the hot sauce. You met with your manager about the hot sauce. Now you need to be meeting with investors. The next scene, you need to be meeting with distributors, right? Then after that, you need to be doing a candy coated nights. You need to be doing a hot sauce coated nights or something like that. You need to be talking about this hot sauce wherever you go. The last and final thing that we are going to do, when it's all said and done, the final scene, the final episode, we are going to launch another Uber hot sauce, right? But this Uber hot sauce will be cheaper and it will be available at your local Costco. Run me my money, Uber. Run me my money, because there you will sell out. There you will sell out. And it'll be a cheaper alternative because it will be in plastic. The moms will love Uber hot sauce because it's in plastic. So the toddlers that's going in the fridge and knocking everything down, the hot sauce won't break. And we'll make sure on sample Saturdays and taste testing Tuesdays at Costco that they are always sampling your hot sauce. You're welcome. The first one's free. The first one's free. Amazon has it, but not Whole Foods. That's where it needs to be. That's where it needs to be. Hey, Joe. Joe said Uber should try to get that hot sauce in that store. Yes, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. If I was her, I would get a sandwich from that place and put the hot sauce on it. But see, that's the thing. You have a hot sauce and we haven't seen it. If Aaron was doing that caviar thing, I would be like, oh, you know what? I want to try this caviar with my hot sauce. Girl. And she's biracial. And she's a biracial girl. She got a story to tell, child. A story to tell. Dahlia said condiments are a very tough category. It's a bloodbath fighting for shelf space. Very true. Very, very true. Simply Timon said 3 times, oh, mama is trying to search for love she didn't have as a child. Of course. Of course. But I think the engagements aren't working out because they're white men. Bryn want a brother. Bryn want a brother. And I hope she don't want a brother like her daddy, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Well, she said she's going to start wearing it out when she turns 40. So we'll see if she's still on the show. We will see. But those long, beautiful curls. And she was like, when it curls up, it looks like a lion's mane. She has gray hair. Great hair. Dahlia said, Bryn sounds like she has avoidant attachment issues. 3 failed engagement sounds like ducking and dodging to me. Teresa said her father sounds like a predator. She tried to say it without saying it. That got me too. When she was just like, my mom was 18 and my dad was older. And then she was just like, both of my parents were never there. They were never really good. They had issues. So I'm thinking a pimp and hoe situation, right? And crack or heroin. That's what I'm thinking that situation is. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking is drugs and prostitution. Because when she was just like, they had to pick me up and I was in a diaper and they hadn't changed my diaper in 6 days. I'm like, that sounds like somebody on crack. You know what I mean? They could just be terrible people. But I'm like, she also says that when she says about her parents, she said it's not that they didn't love me, they couldn't love me. I'm thinking it's drugs. And I'm thinking that if Bryn's father was a trick for her mom when she was out there doing drugs, then maybe that's why the family isn't present because of that. But either way, there's no excuse. But she got a story to tell, but it's her story, but it's also a story that involves her parents. And she's just maybe trying to protect her parents who were just not healthy people. Blue Jay said, Bryn's hair would be full and beautiful in her natural state. Yeah. Always. Simply said, amen. Them fathers always be slacking and never present. The aunties need to step up. Yep. Blue Jay said, I think the idea of having a niece or nephew who would be out there in the world without me knowing how they are, who are they as people, is terrifying. Yep. Because you're a good person, Blue Jay. Dahlia said, my cousin was killed. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. In a hit and run. We had to fight to stay in his son's life. It's really easy to be disconnected if you don't make the effort. Very true. Very true. Spency said, girl, that's what we are trying to do for my cousins, but their mom and dad are both Basora. Those kids are white culturally, unfortunately. Because this is the thing. And I always say this. I learned this from All in the Family. This was Archie Bunker's lesson to learn. his meathead got a Jewish girl pregnant. His girlfriend was Jewish, and they got pregnant, and she had a daughter. And the daughter came back into their lives, right? And if y'all watch Nick at Night religiously like me, y'all remember this episode where she showed up to his door and she was like, I'm your granddaughter. And he was like, you're my granddaughter. And he looked at her necklace and saw that she had the Star of David, the Jewish Star of David. And he was like, I had a Jewish granddaughter? You know what I mean? And it was like the whole episode was about like acceptance and him saying, well, I'm Christian and I'm not going to have a Jewish granddaughter. And then in that episode, we learned that the mother is the culture. So culturally, your daughter is Jewish because of her mother, because the women are the ones who rear up the children, right? And they decide the culture, they decide the religious belief, like, because the fathers are just not present. And it's like, I don't know how it is anywhere else, but like in American culture, it's just accepted that men do the least, especially when it comes to the children. Remember not Married to Medicine, Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Remember that viral clip of that dude? His son came, he was like, Dad, I'm hungry. And the daughter was like, Dad, I'm hungry. And he was like, all right, I'll make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And his son was like, Dad, I can't eat that. And he was like, why can't you eat that? And he was like, I'm allergic to peanuts. And he was like, oh, okay. Because he didn't know that. He didn't know that his own seed was allergic to peanuts. Allergic to peanuts. Why do you think people be like, grown adults be like, if something happened to me, call my mother, call my mama. Please not my dad. Please not he don't know nothing about me. So many men are just like, it's just accepted for them to just be terrible fathers. And it's not seen as terrible. It's seen as, oh, he's a man and this is the norm, right? You don't know nothing about the kid's medical history. All the emotion stuff is left to the mom. Like, there are a lot of married women with kids who are single parents. Go to TikTok. They telling their tea. They telling their tea, girl. They are telling their tea. Cameron said, I identify with Bryn when it comes to the whole black hair salon thing. I'm full-blooded black, but I grew up the only boy. But I learned a lot going to the barbershop. Yeah, those are great experiences. Great experiences. I wouldn't trade it for anything else, but I wish they were shorter. I wish they were shorter. Momi said, LOL, so true about the black beauty shop, but that's all that Bryn had. So she savored it. Yep. And she's so delicate with her parents, which lets her know that she loves them, but she knows that they were sick. Same thing with the rest of her family. She was just like, I love my family, but they're a-holes. So I think she probably comes from like an impoverished, drug addicted family. Danielle Moxie said, always, if that's not the truth, biracial with black mamas versus white mamas are night and day. No pun intended. And the thing is, no shade to biracial with white mamas. It's just like the mom is the culture, right? The mom is the culture. Even if you have a mom that like is aware and woke and does the best, it's still not the same. It's still not the same because you have a black parent who just will not help you on that journey, especially if you identify more with if you look more like the black parent, you are going to have a totally different experience than your mama. And she's struggling, trying to help pleading to black mamas on Facebook. How can I do my daughter's hair? Struggling to braid, got oil sheen all over her hands. She don't know what the hell she do. She crying at night, but LaMarcus still won't help her. LaMarcus won't say, let me call my mom so she can help, so she can do the hair. Send her over there for the weekend so she can go to the cookout or something like that. He won't help her. Diane is crying. She needs help. LaMarcus won't help. So now you got these white-coated kids who look black and are going throughout the world being extremely offensive to black people. Because they don't know no better. There's this book with this lady. She was advertising it on Twitter. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. I forget the name of the book. But she thought she was white until she went to college. She thought she was a white woman. And she went to college. And all them black people was like, girl, are you sure? And when you see this lady, you're like, what the hell happened? But her mom had an affair with a black guy. And, it wasn't talked about. So she just grew up as a white child, saying and thinking all kinds of things, but not knowing that she's in a community. It happens. Told you about that girl with the summer camp went, telling everybody that she was Irish, Black Irish. Teresa, where are you at on this live, girl? That was the craziest thing. We were all like, are you serious? It happens. LaMarcus, be present in your biracial child's life. Be present. Please. She absolutely does. For traumatic reasons. And I'm like, oh, girl, please, because you're going to be prey to the worst kind. But I think she's keeping the worst at bay. I think she's keeping the worst. I think she knows better. Smitzy said, there is truly a difference between biracials with Black dads and Black moms. Yes, as a Black mother biracial, I know. Mama is the culture. Mama the one that's going to teach you about your hair. Mama is going to teach you about how you show up in the world and how you be present and how you know when, who is saying what, and how you keep your head on swivel in white spaces. Black daddy won't say a damn thing till you get harassed by the police. Oh, son, let's have the conversation. You should have been had that conversation with him. He's 30. Simply Simone said, I was thinking the same thing. Let Bryn come down to Atlanta for the weekend and she'll find somebody. She sure will. Love Like You Are said, I really like Bryn Meghan Markle. She's one of my faves. She is. She's a sweetie. She's a sweetie. Let me get my super chats. Drewski, thank you for the super chat. Drewski said, mom was a teen mom, dad was older. Oh, no, Bryn. Yep. I think I got that one. But why not? We'll do it again. Priscilla, what's up? Said, you are iconic. Oh, Priscilla, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Prez. Thank you so much. SW Stars Entertainment said, I am loving the ladies so far. Me too. I like this cast. And Jessel. Someone predicted that Jenna will have a takedown season. No. And I further predict Sai will spearhead it, making Jenna one of the stars of Rhony. I see it going somewhere. Not Jenna Lyons. Yikes. Yikes. Hey, Joe. Joe said, I have never walked into a melanated person's house and kept my shoes on. But I also remember that episode of Sex and the City where Carrie had to take her shoes off and they got stolen. So I'm torn. See, that's the thing. Like, New York is a different beast because the look is like, it's a looks town. It's a looks. It's all about fashion. And you invite people to a party, even if it's in your home and you're like, take your shoes off. People in New York are like, wait a minute. Take my Jimmy Choos? Like, I wore this fit because of the shoes. So I'm like, Sai, you're in fashion. Girl, have this somewhere else then. You got them in that medium home around that medium table anyway. Let them go someplace that got space. The show pay for it. Joe also said, no shade, but Uber is too pretty to sell hot sauce. Sell hot sauce. I want my seasonings to come from someone a little ugly. That's how you know it's good. Listen, Uber got it. Uber got it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is the thing. I don't think Trader Joe's would take it though. Because oh shoot. I just realized I got a sauce in there for a sandwich that I got to get out of here. But Trader Joe's likes to do their own thing. I don't see them doing collabs a lot. Dahlia said, Uber needs to get her hot sauce on Hot Ones. Oh, smart. Smart. She could be one of the first 3 wings that everyone loves and says has kick. Yep. Joe also said Bravo gets a piece of the hot sauce even though she started it before the show. That's messed up. If she's advertising it, yeah. If she's advertising it, and that's because of Bethany. That's because of Bethany. That's why a lot of women on the show don't advertise their businesses that they have. Like, you'll see them promote stuff on Instagram and you're like, I never heard about it on the show. They don't want Bravo. They don't want Blanco to get a cut. Understandable. So Steph said she need to get a placement. Oh yeah. Everybody's saying Hot Ones. Very smart. Sell it at Bravo kind. Come on. Star Family Publicist Firm. Come on. Right. We get how $1 billion industry. Come on. So Steph said, I bet Uber don't even have a proper co-packer. She needs a supply chain consultant to help. She said she has a problem with letting go. And I said, well, you must have a problem with letting go of money. Because if I'm investing, I'm going to have a say-so. You're not going to take my money and do whatever the hell you want. Teresa said that hot sauce could have made the shakshuya sing. Could it? Because nobody liked it. And I don't think it's because it's nasty. I think Aaron don't know how to cook. I think Aaron was lying about cooking feasts for families. I think she don't know how to cook. Joe said Uber could ask the pink sauce lady for marketing tips. She's in. The pink sauce lady is in World Market. The pink sauce lady is in World Market. Uber, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, she said a teen, not 18. Oh, Jesus, it gets darker and darker. Yeah, I ain't want to say that so Seth. But I'm just like, if she's a millennial, it was probably crack. Ryan said it also sounded like Brenda's currently estranged from her brother and sister. She is. She said they're a-holes. She says they're a-holes. So Seth said, my son died when my son was 5. I'm so sorry. That side of his family has never reached out to my son since. Before he died, he was suing me for custody. He had his family in court to support him. Weird. It's always the father's side. Oh, it's the father's side. On my father's side, there are three people that still try to keep in contact with me. 3. And that family is huge. They have family reunions every year. Never been invited. I'm not sad. They're lost. They're lost. Josephine said, why is it? I need to get a water. Especially since Judaism is matrilineal. Okay. But I got what you were saying. I meant. I understood. Dahlia said they had to stop the Jimmy Kimmel segment where the dad gets asked, about their kids because it was consistently made them look terrible. Funny, but terrible. They are. But see, this is the thing. We have normalized men just being terrible, right? Especially as fathers. That's normalized. There was a lady on TikTok that got dragged when she was talking about all the things that her husband does that she cannot stand. And she was saying it like it was a joke. And everybody was like, oh, this is abuse. Like, this is abuse. Like, you're pregnant and he won't help you with chores? Like, what is happening? Ladies, it's not funny when he smashes the cake in your face. Even if you get him back. One of the videos I saw, that man smashed the cake in his face. The wife got away. He chased her, took a bigger piece of cake and smashed it all over her face, then tried to kiss her. And she was like, girl, he beat you up with confectionery. Anyway, Shanti said, I'm mixed, left by my bio mother, raised by my father's side, and have no connection to the other side. I identify as Black because that's how I was raised by my Black grandparents. If it was for them, woo child, a mess. Because this is a thing. It takes a village to raise a child, right? And if the parents are not present, there still should be a village. There still should be a village. There's still grandmas and aunties and uncles. What are y'all doing? A mess. Empress said, thank God my husband is a present father. I tell people all the time, you don't want to be a married single parent. Finding my brother is basically a partnered single child. Harriet Tubman's cousin, baby brother's co-worker is in an interracial relationship, and they're discussing kids. And Harriet Tubman niece's nephew sat down with that person and was just like, you're going to be the father to biracial kids. You are going to be that child's culture, especially if they look like you. You have got to be present, especially concerning culture. Because the wife going to be there for everything. And them kids going to learn a lot from her because they're going to spend a lot of time with her. You're supposed to be getting out, getting the meat, taking care of the home. But they should still know about the other side of their identity, especially if the world is going to see them one way. It's not a game. It's not a game. Deborah said, if you watch Jimmy Kimmel's street interviews of dads, you'll see dads who don't know a single one of their children. How long? I've been on here for 2 hours. Let me get off here. Of their children's birthday, schools, grade, they're in their favorite color. Nothing. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Let me wrap this up. Momi said, taking shoes off in the home is a cultural thing to me. I'm from Chicago, and white folks who I know don't care about it, while black folks and people of color do. It's nasty to be tracking outside. Oh, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Social Steph said, I'm dating a man right now who's biracial. His mom is black. He really don't fool with white people like that. Karen said, no shade, Nikki. My fiance is mixed, and that was literally his story until he went to college. And now he definitely knows his blackness since he's been. Oh, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that is the responsibility of the parents. That child should know who they are before they get to college and trauma dump on them teenagers who are going through, because their world has just been shocked. Because when you go from like just living as a regular teen and then to college, that's a whole different world. And all these teens are struggling, entering into adulthood. And then you got this one friend who don't know who they are, who was asking them for labor. And the labor is being the culture that I never got. That's not fair. That's not fair to the biracial child. It's not fair to their friends or from whatever community they become friends with, who they're leaning and depending on, because you didn't do your job. It's not fair. It's not fair. Blue Jay said, the discussion of culture, passing culture down, and history is definitely making me want to dive deeper into Black culture. Absolutely. Joe Gold said, Brent is actually Black Irish, so that summer camp reference cracked me up. Oh, I did not know that, but I can see it. I can see it. I can absolutely see it. SW started the same and says, speaking of Nikki, do you have any thoughts on Bethany going after Bravo? It's about damn time. In a minute, I'm Anita. We'll talk about that, because I wanted to do this. I'm doing research on a few things, but we're going to have a discussion about that. But yeah, I feel like every job needs to be unionized. If you are working at a job and you are not union, you are being exploited. You are being exploited. Because she can't, Miss T. She can't. Busola said, first we helped Savannah from love during lockup. Now Uber from the Royals right in New York. We are in it. We are in it. Oh, won't. I won't. I couldn't believe that people were actually trying it. But she's in a world market. She's in world market. So Steph said, if someone smashed a cake on me on my wedding day, I'm gonna be a widow. Ciao. They think that's cute. Tony said, yo, that same grandma I told you brought me back to Jamaica because egg donor had me at 16 and her mother wanted her to give me up for adoption. My sperm donor side grandma was like, hell no. That's right. That's right. Because she didn't want me to be in a white family. They especially said that side is mixed Jewish and Black. Oh, I didn't. Oh my God, Tony, you're biracial. Hey, I had no idea. All right. See, thank God the Black grandmama got you. Thank God the Black grandmama got you. And shout out to Bryn's grandmom. Like, that's not her job. She raised her kids, but she did the best she could. And I'm so thankful that she listened to her coworker who was like, get that baby to a Black hair salon because our hair looks a mess. And she, the grandma tried, but that's not her job. Spency said, it makes me sad. I'll be the dad side of the family when it comes to my brother having his kids, but trust, we will be involved. Oh, can I be honest with you? I wanted to have sons until I realized I would be the dad side. And I was like, no, we're going to keep the daughters going. We're going to keep the daughters going in this family. Absolutely not. I'm going to get 2 more and then I'm going to get out of here. Spency said, 2 of my cousins are biracial themselves. We both had kids with white women. I swear they think that they are what. Well, see, and listen, It's not the fault of the white mom. It is always the job of the people of color or Black parent to teach that culture to their child, because the mom gonna do what she gonna do. She gonna do what she gonna do. If you are in a relationship, if you're a Black or person of color and you're in a relationship with someone who does not share that experience, you're gonna have to be the one to teach the experience to the kids. You're gonna have these black looking kids, Black passing kids going out there talking like Donald Trump. They're gonna get their skulls rocked and to be anti-Black because Black people didn't accept me. They beat me up all the time. Well, you were yelling racial slurs. You were serving Karen. So that's why they rocked your skull. Because if you know, I'm so sorry. It's always the biracials or the Blacks that grew up in white suburban neighborhoods. It's just like, oh, Black people did not accept me. Y'all never say what happened. Just say, oh, they never accepted me. They always bullied me. Well, what happened? Oh, it doesn't matter. It happened a long time ago. No, what did you say? What did you say to those Black kids? Let's tell it. Let's tell the whole story. Now, a lot of those situations do not involve that as well. Sometimes you were just bullied because you were different. I understand that as well. But a lot of y'all leave out what happened. Y'all just talk about the effect. We never discuss the cause. Because I feel like if we discuss the cause, you're not going to look as innocent as you're portraying. Now that you could have done and said a lot of things due to ignorance, that happens. That happens. But let's tell the whole story. Let's tell the whole story. Oh, I'm getting out of here. AV. I'm so sorry. Sophie Chatsalot says, yes, the parents' family have to pass the racial and cultural knowledge to the children. Yeah. If you don't, they're going to get it from the world. They are going to get it from the world. And you're always going to end up with some radicalized biracial who is going to cuss you out and cuss out the white side at every freaking event they have. Why? Because you left it up to the Black kids in college. Ain't nobody more radical than Black kids in college. Hell, I even had a season. Oh my gosh. If you are Black and you take an African American studies class in college, you will walk out of that college serving Huey P. Newton. Huey P. Newton X, child. And then they come back, radicalized, can't stand you or the family. And you're like, oh my goodness, what is going on, Jalen? He's like, shut up, colonizer. Because y'all didn't do what y'all was supposed to do. So he went out there in the world and he got the knowledge and information about his culture from whatever source fed it to him. If y'all would have fed him before he left your home, he probably wouldn't be cussing y'all out every Thanksgiving. He probably wouldn't be calling y'all colonizers. He probably wouldn't be asking for reparations. But y'all ain't do your job. So here you go. That's why Jalen is the way he is, right? That's why his Black girlfriend who sells incense in the market cusses y'all out every holiday season. Stop letting them kids go out there not knowing who the hell they are. The world is going to let them know. And you want to deal with the consequences. Spencer said, girl, they be lying. No, I'm not going to. Spencer, maybe you can say that, but I can't. Okay. I'm need leaks to the situation. But I'm not going to deny people's experiences, but I always am like, especially if you don't tell what happened. Right? It could always be like, oh, and it's always, oh, they didn't like me because I was light and I had long, curly, flowing hair, not naps like them. Oh, that's why they jumped you. That's why they jumped you. They just, they were so mad at me because I was light and I had light eyes and I didn't have deep, dark, menacing gorilla skin like they did. That's why you got jumped. Tell the whole story. Tell the whole story. Let's stop these lies. Blue Jay said bullying is wrong, but if you did grow up around Black people and in Black schools, they would be bullies. Still is wrong. Yeah, I got bullied. And I bully back. Ciao. Sometimes you get tired. Dahlia. Wait, hold on. Dahlia said, Herschel Jackson's son is proof. Yep. That's an angry young biracial man. He can't stand his Black daddy. Told everybody his daddy's secrets. Absolutely. And he is racist as hell. Kid is racist as hell. Looking the way he look. He can't pass for nothing else but Black. Looking the way he look and the stuff that he is spewing. But I'm telling you right now, if you talk to him, he would say, I'm white passing. Okay, girl. Okay. Oh, Lord, Blue Jay. Get ready, y'all. Get ready, y'all. Blue Jay gonna be a different person in 2024. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, you know, that's always the first girlfriend. That's always the first girlfriend for a radical biracial. That is always the first girlfriend. Ciao. I want to get these two and then we're going to get out of here. Jessel said, Jessel needs to go with the fake Brit accent. Wait, that's the thing. Can we talk about that? Because I was like, is she British? Because she's the only one in her family with that accent. Aaron and Jenna inside. And OMG, Bryn and Uber this episode. Also, I never would have thought Bryn is biracial. Genetics or something else. She looks white. I saw it. I saw it. The hair is always a dead giveaway. The hair is always a dead giveaway. Because let me tell you something. I don't care how much you press it, how much you perm it. Them roots will always tell your tea. Will always. That's why women that wear blonde hair, white women that wear blonde hair, gone bald. They don't have no edges. They got to keep that. They got to keep a bang because they have to constantly bleach their hair. You tell a white woman that bleaches her hair blonde that you can see her roots, she's walking in the oncoming traffic. You've embarrassed her. You've shamed that woman. The roots are always a dead giveaway. She will tell your tea every time. Blue Jay said, thank you, Nikki. I enjoyed your lives. I enjoy you too. Please go easy on me in 2024. Jazzy said, Nikki, will you talk about the Alabama brawl? I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Yes, I will. But y'all know how I am with show week. I can't do as many shows as do as many lines as I like to do because it's show week. I got to get out of here now and go to rehearsal. But yes, we were talking about it this week. I'm trying to either shoot for Wednesday or Thursday, but absolutely it'll be before Friday. Pace URL said, yeah, Nikki, you called it with Brent. She's a biracial. And she's a biracial girl. Always check the roots. The roots will let you know. Oh, Lord. Blue Jay citing me in papers. Let me get out of here, y'all. I love you all. Thank you all so much. I'm going to... Tomorrow, I would like to do a Bachelorette live. It may turn into a Tori Megan live just because if the stuff drops right while I'm about to do a live, we might just have to just talk about that. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon for something else. Bye. And she's biracial. Thank you, Dahlia. And she's a biracial girl.